Well, hello, first grade. I'm back. Guess who's not back? Rashid. We're all stuck at home. And that crazy lion, he's off on a vacation. I mean, really? Do you think that's fair? I don't. I came downstairs this morning to, start recording and doing the various things that I do. And there was some mail on my chair. And no one really ever comes down here besides me or maybe Mr. Arbini. My kids don't ever come down here. And I thought, well, what is this? Is it a bill? Is it a letter from someone? What could this be? Wouldn't you know? I got a postcard from Rashid. Look at that. A real postcard. And he is far away someplace. Oh, he's in New York City. I recognize that. New York City. And he even sent a picture. He said for me to deliver this to the first grade word builders. I'm assuming that's you guys. And look at this. Guys, he even sent a picture. Rashid is in a construction outfit. And he is at a construction site in New York City. Looks like he's having a really, really good time. But he sent us this postcard. And I have to tell you guys, reading can get hard. Do you ever feel like that? Like everybody's always telling you, you're a great reader, you're going to do a great job, but sometimes it just gets so hard. And I just decided that today I just want some help. I'm tired. This is hard work. And why am I doing all the work? I already know how to do all this. I want you all to do some of the work today. Okay? And so you're going to help me. I'm going to start you off by getting you started on this postcard that Rashid sent. And then your teachers, I emailed them copies of the postcard that Rashid sent. And they're going to give it to you so that you can do some work. And my boys and girls, I've put a picture of it in Seesaw for you so that you can do the work you need to do. But, as I was looking at this, I'm like, oh, this is just so many letters and so many words, and I don't know all of them. But then I started to think, well, my first grade word builders, they actually have a lot of skills. They know about looking at all the parts in words. They know about vowel teams. They know about short vowels and long vowels and serious silent E. They know about crashing word parts together and trying something 2 times. If it doesn't work one way, to try it another way. So I thought, okay, with all of that information, with everything that you know, we should be able to work together to read this. Okay? So I'm going to start. Are you ready? Grr. I'm already at a word I don't know. I'm going to quit, okay? Can I just see you guys later? No, I can't quit. I have to read it? Well, can you help me? All right. Grr. Oh, you know what, guys? You're totally right. What is this? It's a vowel team. What vowel team is it? E-E. We know in vowel teams, the first letter says its name, the second letter is silent. So let's see. Grr, eat, greet. Oh, look, I-N-G. I know that. Greet, in. I looked at all those parts. Grr, eat, ing. What if I did what Mrs. Miller taught us and crashed them all together? Let's see what happens. Greetings. Hey, look at that. I looked at the beginning blend, the vowel team, the ending sound, another ending part that we know a chunk, and an S at the end. And I put greetings together. That is a great big word. But really, when I broke it down to the little parts, it wasn't hard at all. Greetings from, that's a snap word, greetings from New York City. Rashid's in New York City. All right, I'm going to read this first sentence to you, and then I'm going to pass it off and have you guys read the rest. I have been in the Big Apple. I have been in the Big Apple. That does not sound right. I have been. Well, I mean, I see this E, like in greetings. It's a vowel team, right? But do we also know that not every word follows the rules? There are naughty words, naughty ones, that just don't follow the rules at all. And take a look at this one. Been? I have been in the Big Apple? Doesn't sound right at all. So what's something I can do here? I mean, I've already looked at the vowel team and that's not right. Oh, you know what? I remember a strategy from the very beginning of reading and phonics that I can try it another way. So instead of making that long E sound, I'm going to try short. Let's see what happens. I have been in the Big Apple. I have been in the Big Apple. That's another name for New York City. I have been in the Big Apple. So this is kind of one of those outliers, one of those tricksters that just because we saw that vowel team doesn't mean that it was making the long sound. I have been in the Big Apple. There are construction sits. No, it's not sits. Oh, hey, there's a mysterious silent E there. I'm going to try that vowel another way. I'm going to try it with its long sound. There are construction sites on, I don't know. Vowel team, EA. Near, and I know sometimes that Y makes a vowel sound. Nearly. There are construction sites on nearly every street. There are construction sites on nearly every street. Did you see how I had to use a bunch of different strategies? I had to look at vowel teams. I had to look to see if there was a mysterious silent E. I had to try things more than one way. I had to crash the parts together. I had to go back and reread. That's what a good reader does, and a good writer does. Now, Rashid, let me tell you, he didn't really write this for me. He wrote it for you, and he wants you to read it. So your teachers are going to pause the video now, and they are going to hand this postcard out to you. And they want you to, if you can work in a partnership, to go ahead and do that. If not, work independently. And you try to read this postcard independently, all by yourself, using all the things that you know from our phonics lessons and from our reading lessons. I'm going to pause and let you do that. And when you're finished, come back. I'll read it to you, and we're going to see if what we're reading matches. Okay, now that you've practiced reading it, I'm going to read it to you and give you one more task to do. Are you ready? I'm going to read it to you now. Greetings from New York City. I have been in the Big Apple. There are construction sites on nearly every street. This is a great place to learn about building. Workers are busy building roads and train tracks and skyscrapers. Yesterday, I read signs that said, keep out and stay back. You need to be really careful when you build. I think that's true when you read, too. I can't wait to see you, Rashid. All right, so now what I need you to do with your postcard, I need you to take a pen or a marker or a crayon, or if you're in Seesaw, use one of the tools there. I want you to go through this postcard, and I want you to circle any words or highlight or underline, however you want to do it, that show a vowel team. Okay, you're going to pause the video. You're going to go ahead and do that. And then come back and we'll check it together. Okay, are you back? Well, let's take a look at this postcard. Now, I went ahead and did my best to underline all of the vowel teams that I found, at least the ones that we've worked with. There's some additional ones that we haven't used yet, but I marked everything that I could find, except I realized I just missed one. Okay, I want to point out, after you've checked yours against mine, take as much time as you need for that. You're welcome to pause the video. I want to point out two different types of words to you. So we've talked about the rule that when we're looking at a vowel team, the first vowel says its name and the second vowel is silent. That's true in words like greetings or street or train. But look at this word bin. Wow, that doesn't follow the rule at all, does it? Or how about this? Red. This can also be the word read, but in this particular sentence, it's red. I read signs that said keep out. And so sometimes there are tricksters, and we need to make a note in our brains of those tricksters. So I have a warning sign that we're going to work on. So I want you to help me with that. Go ahead and pause the video again and grab a whiteboard and a marker or a pen and a piece of paper. Go ahead and pause while you do that. All right, now you can help me. So we're going to write a warning just to kind of remind ourselves about those trickster words that don't follow the rule. Sometimes vowel teams do not make a long sound. Can you help me with the word teams? That has a vowel team in it. Go ahead and pause the video and write the word teams on your board. All right. Does your word look like mine? Teams. Excellent. Sometimes vowel teams do not make a long sound. So those are those words that don't follow the rule. Watch out for words like, here's the first one I want you to write. Bin. Do you guys remember that one from the postcard? Ben. So we heard a short E. We heard that S sound. But it looks like this. It looks like it has that vowel team in it. We should be saying E-E. Sorry guys, I had to pause to sneeze. So it has this E-E vowel team, and we would expect it to be bean. But this one doesn't follow the rule. And sometimes words are like that. Watch out for words like bin. And here's the next one, but I want you to try to write it. And said. Said. Go ahead and write that. And then come back to me, and we'll check it together. All right. Said also does not follow the rule of vowel teams. Look at this. Said has AI, which should say what? A, right? So, said. Now, we've seen this word a million times in our books. We've written this word a million times, and we know it's not said. It's said. And so even though it looks like it follows the rule, sometimes they don't. And that's why we have to always keep that strategy in our back of our minds that we need to try it another way. So when you see a word and you're like, Ben does not sound right, crazy Mrs. Arbini. Or Bean, I'm sorry. Bean does not sound right, Mrs. Arbini. That's crazy. You have to try it another way. Okay, you have to say the vowel differently. And so we say been or said instead of bean and said. Don't be afraid to be the boss of your own reading and say, I don't like this. I'm trying it another way. You are the boss of all the decisions you make in reading. And this is your next decision that you have to start making, is when things don't sound right. Even when they look right, they don't sound right. You need to go back and try them another way. All right. It has been a good time with you today. You actually have one more video after this where we are learning some new snap words. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you on Friday.